What up, channel? It's Foreplayy, and this is just another commentary. As always, I hope you guys are doing well. The map is Standoff. The game type is HardPoint. Let's get right into it. Actually, in this gameplay, I'm going to go 37-0. I do pretty well. It's against a team that's not too good, but either way, I just needed some gameplay, so I went into league play with Hysteria and Proofy. Got a league play game, and that's where I'm at. So this commentary is actually going to be for my amateur players out there and other players that just are not getting noticed. Let's go ahead and title this one, Why Are Teams Overlooking Me? Well, you, not me, but you know what I mean. I wanted to do this on the pro scene, and I felt that, hey, I don't want to keep waiting for this video to go out because you guys are still trying to get on teams and stuff, and I think this needs to be addressed. I've talked about this a lot in the pro scene and other commentaries in general, and I think that this question I can sum up pretty good for you guys, and I think I have some good knowledge on it because me being a pro forever and just, I don't know, relating to you guys, I think it's good for me to answer that, and obviously, plus I want to. So hopefully you enjoy the gameplay and you guys can definitely just relate to this. So first and foremost, teams are overlooking you because of the simple fact, and I want you guys to think of this with a humble mind. Don't be like, I'm the best player ever, I'm God, I'm the greatest. Don't do that, because you can't do that. People are overlooking you because there is 100 million people doing exactly what you're doing. Obviously 100 million is an exaggeration, but there is probably a good million trying to do exactly what you're doing, that play Call of Duty or whatever the case may be. Obviously, I know the stats of Call of Duty and how much sold. It was way over 1 million, but how many of those players are actually competitive, know what MLG is, etc., etc. We'll just go with like 500,000 then. 500,000 kids or people are trying to do exactly what you are doing. And with that being said, how are you any different from, let's use a random gamer tag. I'm going to apologize if this is your gamer tag, but Detonate CR. We'll use that. I think I saw that yesterday in a league play game. So let's compare you to Detonate. You could have a way better shot than Detonate. You could be a better clutch player, a better S&D player. But Detonate could go off one game in a league play game against a pro team, right? And then Detonate all of a sudden gets picked up by, let's not say a pro team. Let's say, let's be realistic, a semi-pro team. Or like a top amateur team picks up Detonate. And all of a sudden his chances or his opportunity is given. Because that is what happens in Call of Duty. People talk about the new Slayer all the time. You know, like they'll be like, oh, have you seen so-and-so? He's a top new Slayer. Like, Scump has not always been in the scene. A lot of you guys compare Scumpy as the best Slayer in the game. He hasn't always been in the scene, you know. He came in later than COD 4. He came in MW2, I believe, and started making a name for himself. And he wasn't even the top player in MW2. Well, he might have been a top player, but he wasn't, like, recognized as, like, the best Slayer in MW2 or anything like that. He started making his name in Black Ops, and then obviously MW3 developed into a fiend, and now he is where he is today. But you need to realize that that top player doesn't always come around like all the time, or like isn't going to be recognized right away. So you still have time, you still have the ability to do what you want to do, and I think that a lot of players, there is so much talent out there. I'm sure that there are players that are better than a lot of the pros. I'm not going to say better than myself because I'm just super clutch and amazing, but in honesty, I'm sure there's better players than every player there is, to be honest. And maybe not overall wise. I'm not going to say better than pros because I think pros have I was going to do a commentary on that too. What separates a pro player from like an amateur player? And I guess I could just go ahead and touch that a little bit. But basically, a pro and an amateur is separated by the ability to go clutch in clutch situations, be able to perform on LAN, like consistency in performing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can have your good games, but pro players should be more consistent and just be an overall more dominant player, you know what I mean, in general. So that's like a quick breakdown of what it is. I'll probably still do a commentary on it if you guys want me to. But why are teams overlooking me? I guarantee you a lot of, like, you guys out there are like, hey, I'm a really good player. No team will give me the chance. And I've tried to tell you over and over how to get on a team, and it's really hard because that's the hardest part. Getting on a team, finding 3 other guys that want to do, or girls, whatever the case may be, that want to do exactly what you want to do and have the same drive and passion as you is extremely difficult. And if everyone could do it, then there'd be a lot more teams, a lot more teams that are prepared, we'll just say that. And you would be at a situation right now where you wouldn't have to worry about finding a team, because that's why there's so many free agents, and that's why these let's say you're a free agent right now and then a pro player is on a team and he gets dropped, he's more than likely going to get picked up before you because of the fact that he's already made a name for himself. How you make a name for yourself is by competing in these tournaments. Like, you have to compete in the 360 icons. Even if you're the best player on your team for like 3 months and you don't see your team is moving anywhere, you have to progressively make a decision to get off of that team. You need to say, you know what, like, I'm the best player on my team and I need to leave. Unless you can stick it out with the team. I hate to say, oh, go ahead and sketch on that team. But to be honest, gaming is for you, you know? Like, if this is your hobby and you're trying to pursue yourself as a professional and be, like, really good at this, then you got to look out for yourself. And I'm just being honest in a sense of saying, don't be sketchy about it. Like, don't be a weirdo. But be honest with yourself and say, hey, I need to be on a better team, and I need to get to a position where I can become a pro or play against pro players. And also, believe me, utilize league play. And I say utilize league play because let's say you go into league play with your team and you do really well. And let's say you beat a team or you don't beat a team. Let's say you're playing against Envious and myself and you beat us and you're like killing us. We will remember that name. You know what I mean? Like, you'll always remember who you play against, who you lose. I know me in particular, I hate losing. But anyway, I hope this kind of sums it up for you guys. All I want to say is there's a million people doing what you're doing and try to stand out. You know what I mean? Like, don't give up and best of luck. This is Foreplayy from Team Envious and the Foreplayy gang. As always, you guys are the best. Till next time, peace. What up, gang? I hope that you guys liked that commentary. Something simple, something quick, but I felt I needed to address it as always. If you guys look in the top left, that is a recent fitness video I did, kind of breaking down what I've been eating lately, trying to get back in shape. You know me. Top right, we got a clutch breakdown from a while ago against Farico. Hope that you guys enjoy that. As always, keep dominating your game. This is Foreplayy. I'm out.